Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I wasn't actually going to do any videos today, but I thought why not? I probably won't have time over the next few days to do any, so I thought I will do a quick video. And when I say quick, they're never quick, but hopefully it won't be too long because I have cut all my pieces out and I've glued majority of the panels together and the decorative elements, so hopefully it won't take as long. But basically I thought I would come on and do the hat box by Tonic Studios. Just to confirm, this is not a sponsored video and all opinions are my own. Again, when I do videos, I do them in my own time because I'm trying to grow my channel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, by having a few videos, you will get to know my type of crafting and the kind of things that I like. And if I can offer any inspiration, then obviously that's a bonus. So for this then, this is the hat box. So this is not currently in stock, but I am aware that Tonic have said that they have ordered more because they didn't realise how popular this die set was going to be. So it is a 6x6. Just going to double check it. Yeah, it's a 6x6, and these create and makes are released the last Thursday of the month, usually at about 4 p.m, and they sell out really fast. So if you are interested, then obviously make sure you tune in at 4 p.m. UK time. I believe there is one next week, or is it this week? It might be this coming week. But again, obviously just be mindful that you place your order at 4 p.m. or around about that time, because they do generally tend to sell out really fast. So this is the hat box. I've cut all the pieces out and I'll go through each one and let you know if you did want to craft along. I know somebody asked if I could do a cut list. But I'm just going to tell you what you need at the beginning of the video. So if you did want to pause, cut the pieces out, then obviously you can do. And because this is a pre-recorded video, you can stop, pause as many times as you like, so you can catch up, because like I said, I have already glued majority of my panels just to make my life easier and to make this video as short as possible, because I don't edit anything out. I just kind of craft as I go. So this die set has 23 dies, and there are quite a lot of small pieces within this kit, so just be mindful to obviously keep all your pieces safe. So you are going to need, for the base of the box, you are going to need 4 of these. You are then going to need 2 large circles for the lids and 2 smaller circles. They're very similar in size, so just be mindful not to confuse the two and just maybe separate the 2 out. So we are going to do the base first. So these are the base pieces, so I'll put my other pieces to one side. So these are the base pieces, so you need 2 of each of the large circle and the smaller circle. I've cut out my decorative panels already, so I've used patterned paper and I've used Harvest Gold, so you basically have 4 of each of those. So you've got those. You then need 12 of these pieces, these long pieces here. I have curved mine, but you need 12 of these. And basically this is what's going to create the bow. It's up to you whether you want to use the decorative element within this, so obviously that's a decision you make, but you need 12 of these, and if you are going to have the decorative element, you need 12 of those too. You need 4 of these, which is going to form the side for the lid. And again, I've put my decorative pieces on, so you need 4 of those. You then have these strips which form the ribbon that goes around the box. So I've already put my decorative elements on, as you can see, so you need 4 of these. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then you've got this piece that goes on the base, the actual box. So again, I've put my decorative elements on, and you need 4 of these also. So I've got 1, 2, and 3, 4. Again, I've put all my decorative elements on majority of the things just to make it a little bit easier. And then you need a large hexagon. So you have 2 hexagons within the set. So you have a large hexagon and then you have a smaller hexagon. So you need 1 of each, or if you prefer, you can have 2 of each. And this is going to help put the bow, it's somewhere for the bow to stick to, basically. And then I am using the die that says "With Love." No, it's that way around. With Love. I've cut this out in Harvest Gold, and then I've cut out the scalloped layer for this to basically go on top of. So it'll go like that. I haven't glued that one on, but I'll do that later. So I also thought what I might also do is the flowers that I made in yesterday's video. I might use one of the flowers. I think I'll use that one because I've got the half back bead on there, so I might use that one. And that's it. That's all you need. You do need a precision tool or a bone folder, something where you can help curve your cardstock, basically, like so. I've already curved all of mine because just to save a bit of time. So if you wanted to do that, then obviously you can go ahead and do that. What you'll also find is for 6 of them, there are 2 score lines on the triangle parts of these tabs. So the first score line is going to be for the bow that goes in the middle, and then the second score line here, or whichever way you want to look at it, is going to be for the bigger blousey bow. But I'll show you how we put that together. So one thing to remember, if I just move these out of the way, and by the way, my cardstock moved when I was cutting the smaller circles. I called them the smaller circles, but it moved, but I didn't want to waste the card. So what I'm going to do is that's going to get covered up anyway with the tabs on these ones. They're just going to cover it up, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'll put those to one side. And these tabs here, sorry, there is a shadow. Bear with me. I'll see if I can do anything about that shadow. I will try. I can't promise anything. Bear with. I don't know if it will help at all, but we shall try. See if I can move that out a little bit. Will it help? Maybe not. Okay, we're just going to have to go with it for the time being. So with these larger panels, you do not need to fold these tabs. It's really important that you don't, otherwise it's going to impact the circle that you're trying to create. So with your bone folder, your precision tool, you just need to curve your panels. And again, I'm using pearlescent card, and this is cashmere blue, Harvest Gold mirror card, and I'm using patterned paper. Again, you can create your own patterned paper with things like bear with me, let me see if it makes a difference if I put this light on. Makes a slight difference, but the only thing is we have this glare. Is that gonna help? Might help. Okay, so So do not fold these tabs, because they are basically going to, you're just going to stick everything down on it, and then you're going to cover this using these basically. So you won't actually see those marks or the joins anywhere. So let's make a start. I'm not putting my panels on yet, just to make my life easier when it comes to gluing. So we're just going to apply some glue. If you do end up getting any glue on your pearlescent card, wipe it straight away, because unfortunately it is an absolute nightmare to clean. But then again, I'm going to have panels anyway, so it's going to cover a lot of that. So that's glued. I'll stick the next one on. Let's just move these out of the way. Make sure there we go, and then oh, is that moving? Look, I'm not being kind to my glue really, am I? And then we are going to put the next one on. The other thing you can do is actually fold your these little glue tabs in, which I haven't done, which I should have done. But hopefully you can learn from this and don't do what I did. Just makes it easier really. You don't want to be faffing with the tabs while the panels are sticking together. So the other thing as well is when I was curving them with my finger, I managed to get quite a few paper cuts on my finger. So try and avoid that if you can. So I'm just going to fold these. And you'll see I'm pushing them right in when I'm folding them, because I don't want to be able to see the gaps that this leaves when you put it together. So I'm pushing it right in. So if you're working with pearlescent card and you've got gluey fingers, you get marks like that, which you don't really want. And again, with this end tab, again, do not fold that, because as you can see, this creates a nice circle when it's like this. Whereas if you had glued them, it would have, yeah, it wouldn't have looked good. But you learn from these things, because my first box that I made, I did do that. That's one of the reasons why I thought I would come on and do this quick video. So then I am going to take, and this is where you need to double check and make sure. I'm using the smaller panel. So I am going to put this on the inside. Yes, I'm going to put this on the inside. So I'm going to start gluing. And pearlescent card does take a little bit longer So we'll do one panel at a time, and I will start with this piece here. So, and then you're basically just working your way around. There isn't an easy way to do this, by the way. You just have to be patient with your glue, because it is half semicircles, which obviously means it's there because there's a curve. So just gonna work my way around. Before I stick the last one on, I'm just gonna apply glue. You can apply glue to all of them if you want to, because by the time you get round to it, it'll probably be tacky anyway. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can. Okay, so we're just going to work our way around, pressing down on all of the tabs. The other thing you can do is, and which I probably will do, but I'll probably do it after the video, is cut another circle out and decorate the inside. Just make it look pretty, really. If you do hear a coughing or anything like that, it is my lovely cat in the background coughing up a fur ball, so I apologise. Lucky. Oh dear. She likes to groom herself quite a lot. Not that she's a long-haired cat or anything, but she does like to groom herself. And there is nothing you can physically do to stop a cat from coughing up a fur ball. Someone did say to me, actually, you can buy paste, which I need to look into. Lucky. Goodness me. I don't know why you do this to yourself. I really don't. Right, we are nearly there. So when we get to the end one, I'm just going to apply some glue onto this tab here, so that I can tuck it in as I come round. Let's just tuck that bit in. Good girl. Now we're drinking water. Right, bear with. You might need to just pull on your card as well, just to make sure those tabs lock in underneath. This is where you need 4 hands instead of 2. And I don't want any gaps, so I need to work it. I'll press those in, and then we can stick this. Now at this point, I would say stick these on, because, oh, not those ones. We want the ones with the circle tabs, because we can cover up some of our workings, you see. That's another one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then we can cover up the workings and then put the other piece on. So I would do that now and get that bit out of the way. After this video, I am going to have an early night. Mind you, I say I'm having an early night. I did have an early night last night because I was back at work this morning, which was great fun. Waking up and not really wanting to get out of bed. So I started off with, when I started my annual leave, I started off with waking up at stupid o'clock. And then I decided I'm going to turn my alarm off and I'm going to just learn to have a lay-in, which is exactly what I did. So again, just work your way around, make sure your lines are straight as they can be, and just hold those down. And again, you can line the inside of these as well. Oh, just need to make sure that is placed correctly because I can see that it's not. Can I move it? No. Okay, I'm going to leave that. Because once you've done this bit, what happens is when you go to do the lid, you can then make sure everything aligns. So what I need to do, sorry, cutting a little bit there. Hold on a minute. No, I've done that wrong. I've done it wrong. It was a little while back when I did these, so forgetting. I should have stuck these panels on first. So unfortunately, don't do what I did. And gently try and peel it off if you can. I'm not too worried about it looking messy right now. It's not the end of the world. But this way at least you can learn from my mistake. Gently peel it off. Gently, gently, gently. But don't worry, we will revive this. We will revive this. So I'm going to glue these panels on first. Just make sure everything aligns and is central. And then just press them down. And play a bit of catch up and do this quickly. Just make sure all your panels align equally. And then just press down. Obviously, the other thing, when you're using mirror card on panels like this, when the glue is wet, that's the best time to curve your panels, especially when you're working with curves like this. It is best to curve your panels while the glue is wet before you obviously stick it onto this, because if you have too many layers on a panel where you're going to have curves, it's going to be too thick for you to do the curve. Everything's just going to pop off, or things won't align, or you know, your tabs, you'll have difficulty with your tabs. So last panel, making sure it is aligned. And then press down. There we go, that's better. Starting to take shape. Okay, right, so let's go in with this one first, because we know this is the messiest one of all. Plenty of glue. This one here. So yes, put your panels on first. And then stick your ribbon pieces on, like so. Might take a few minutes, well, I say a few minutes, a few more seconds than normal, because you are sticking on to mirror card as well as pearlescent card. It's a lot. I don't do things by halves either. I like to complicate my life. All right, let's do the next one. That's that one there. Gives you a bit of wiggle room as well when you are working with when you're working on mirror card. Okay, next one. And I do apologize when I say quick video. Nothing is ever quick with me. Right, let's do this one. And then just press it down. I don't know if any of you have had spiders. I haven't had any in the last couple of days, but gosh. And by the way, I'm just going to put it out there. I am absolutely petrified of spiders. Petrified. That's the only way I can describe it. Petrified. I've had some big spiders, and when I say big, they're huge. And I describe them as, you can hear them coming. It's like they're wearing Timberland boots, like you literally hear them coming. So I always keep a cup handy so that I can quickly, and they're fast. They are really fast. A lot of the times I tend to, when I'm cutting my dies, my papers, I try and do it on the floor. A few days ago, there was one, literally, it just casually walking past, like I'm minding my own business, and Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback. I had to jump over the sofa. It was like a scene out of Matrix. Jumped over the sofa to grab the cup. Thankfully, the vibration of me moving around didn't deter the spider. Right, I'm just going to put my next circle, my good circle, on. And that will just cover up those tabs. Just make sure it is nicely placed, covering all your workings. And then push it in from the inside. Press down around the edge so you know it's glued down well. That's it. So there we have the bottom, and again, like I said, I will probably, I won't do it today, but I will probably cover all of this just to neaten it up a little bit. So that is the base. Now we are going to work on the lid. Now these are very similar sizes, by the way, guys and girls. So just be mindful, the larger one is for the lid and the smaller one is for the base. So then we are going to work on this. So again, the same principle. Apply glue to your smaller strip and just make sure to get them aligned. Hold it down. Try not to get glue all over it like I am. Let me just roll some of this. It's hard to tell what is glue now and what is actual paper cuts, because the skin is where I keep rolling the glue off. I'm peeling the skin away as well. Right, the next one. Next one. And then press that down. Going back to the first one. And again, doing the same. So when I'm pressing the tabs, I'm literally pushing them in as far as they will go. So that way you get a nice, neat finish. For these small ones, I don't generally tend to use a bone folder or like a precision tool. I just generally just fold them with my fingers. So we are going to, this is a bit of rinse and repeat. So although this is a smaller strip, it's the same principle as that one there. So again, push those tabs back out just to make life easier. So we are going to, I think I'm going to start from this end. So again, I'm just going to apply my glue. I'm just going to apply it to all of them now. You just need a dot of glue, really. You don't need to put too much on these ones. So this bottle of glue has lasted me, I'm going to say about a week. I'm still using it, but generally with the amount of crafting I do get through a lot of glue. Okay, so take the good side and we need to work it. Okay, so I'm going to pick it up for a second so I can just attach the first two. And again, you know, as long as you press those tabs in as far as they will go, you will get a nice neat finish. And it's really important when you, especially when you're working with semicircle tabs, that you have a nice finish covering your workings. Press down as you go as well with your fingers. Push in with your hands. Massage it, that's it. Massage it round. Right, let's just make sure that's not stuck down. There we go. I hope you can see what I hope the camera's picking up what I'm doing. And then all I need to do is just add a dab of glue to this tab here. Let's do that bit again. And then just press down. So you should have something that looks like this. If you've got the odd one that hasn't glued down very well, just press it from the inside. Okay, so we are going to put this layer on. So no glue came out. There we go. So I'm just going to apply glue onto the rough side of the card. And then just stick that down. Again, just feel around the box and make sure you've managed to grab all the tabs, and then just go in from the inside. And then you should have a lid that looks like this. So then you can check it, test it, make sure everything fits nicely, which it should do. and it does. So then I am going to add these pieces in. So these are the other shorter tabs, so you obviously need 4 of these. So I would, because you want to make sure everything is aligned, I am going to apply glue to these pieces like so. And they should all meet in the middle, you'll find. So then when this one closes, just move them with your hands if you need to, just to make sure everything aligns, which it does. So then the next one, and I think this is where a lot of the issues are, in making sure everything aligns, because the middle you won't see, so that doesn't really matter, but this bit does. So I am going to put the glue on these ones first. And then tuck that in. Just want to make sure everything aligns. So that needs to move over a little bit that way. Okay. So I'm just going to apply some glue onto here. And then just press against that. Then the next one. And then I'm going to put glue onto there. And then the last one, sorry, I'm cutting. Then I'm going to put glue onto here. And then press that one down. So that's that part done. So now we're going to make the bow. So there's like I said, there's 2 score lines. That the second score line is to make the smaller bow, and these are the larger ones. So let's do the larger ones. Let's do one step at a time. So this is the larger one. So what we are going to do is stick this side down first. So this is the larger triangle that you are going to stick down. Doesn't really matter which way it goes really, because you won't see that anyway. So make sure it aligns with the edge of your hexagon, like so. And then just press down. You can wait for it to dry, or you can move on to the next one. Totally up to you. Let's get some glue on this one. I'm going to allow it to dry, I think, and then move to the next one. Again, check with your thumb, make sure everything is aligned, which it is, and press down. Next one. Make sure it aligns. Which it does. That's the little one. Next one. Make sure it aligns. Next one. This reminds me of what is it, the octopus in Spider-Man? The man with the claw hands. I don't know, might be, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Line up and align. So then you should have something that looks like this. So then all we're going to do is with these triangles, has that one moved? I think so. And then all we're going to do is basically stick glue on the inside of the triangles now, and then just stick those back down on itself. You can do opposites if it makes life easier. You do it however way you find it easier to do it, because they will try and pop off because of the resistance here. So I'm going to try and see if I can get some glue on this. I'm trying to do too many things at once. There, right. I'm going to try and do opposites to make life a little bit easier. Maybe wait for your glue to go tacky. Applying glue to the next one. And then press that one down. Well, that one is, can I do it? I am left-handed, by the way, guys. Gluing stuff with my right hand is a no-no. That one's pressed down. Let's do this one. And that one's glue in. I'm going to just put glue on this one. And glue on that one. Haha, done it. hopefully that's stuck down. Then we're going to do the last two and just hold that down. There we go. Right, so that's the bigger bow because that's the larger one. We're going to now do the same with the smaller one, and I'm being brave here because that's mirror card. I should have made my life easier and had a smaller hexagon, but hey ho. So you do exactly the same thing. Doing it on the this side first. This side. No. Doing the outside bit first, because it needs to go here. So this might take a little bit longer because it's mirror card. Not that I'm sticking it on the mirror card side, but and I'm not too worried about getting glue on the mirror card because that wipes off quite quickly anyway, with a bit of baby wipe, so I'm not too fussed about glue getting on that side. I think I'm just going to do one at a time. I think that's the best way to do this one. I'm not going to faff around and just work with one at a time. I think that's my best bet. Because it adheres better that way. Right, that's the first one. So someone's trying to be a clever sausage here. And then hold that down. Oh. Next one. Right, let's stick these together first. Might have made life a little bit easier. And then press that down. That might hold a little bit better that way. Do you know what I haven't made yet though, which I need to, is is it the twist? The craft kit twist one. Is it called Twist and Lock or something? I can't remember what it's called, but it was a craft kit, and I haven't had a play with that yet. Mind you, I'll have a bit of time because all my work that I needed to do, I've got it all done. It's all hopefully there isn't anything outstanding at the moment, so everything that I needed to do is done. Which means the time I would have spent on prepping and things like that, I can then concentrate on making some more content for my channel. So I apologize. We are now coming up to an hour nearly, 55 minutes. Goodness me. Wasn't meant to be this long, but literally this is it. We're just going to be sticking this down and a flower, and that's it. That will be this make completed. So the hardest part, I think, out of all of it is attaching these two sections of the bow together. But in this instance, I would say maybe use hot glue. That might be the easier option, really. So I'm just going to stick this last piece down. See, it does make life easier doing it this way. So yeah, advice, tip, what you want to call it, is to do it this way. Because then when we flip it over, we've then got our pretty side on the bottom. So now we just have to pray that it doesn't fall apart. And then I'm just going to bend these up. Because I need to get glue onto this bit here, and this is where I'm saying it might be a good idea to do it with a glue gun, but I dare not use my glue gun because the last time I made the hat box I did film it, and unfortunately for me, and that's all we're doing, we're just placing that in the middle there, and we're just going to hold it for a second. I'm very careful with my glue gun now because the glue gun, it was on the side of the table and the nozzle was pointing out and my leg was there, and literally the glue dripped on my leg, and it wasn't very nice. It was painful, I can assure you of that. I'm sure we've all had accidents like that, but yeah, it was really painful. Right, so that is the bow done. You can put gems in if you want, you know, however way you want to do it. And then it's literally a case of gluing that down. But before I glue that down, I want to pick a side, any side. Which side should we go for? Let's go for that side. So all I am going to do is stick my with love sentiment onto the cashmere blue. It is upside down, but let's turn that around. There we go. I'm going to curve it a little bit. And then let me get some sewn tape. Oh, my red line is stuck to it as well. Great. So we're going to take a little bit of foam tape. Whenever I use foam, I always put glue on and then stick foam tape down. Again, I'm still curving it because I want it to curve around the box. Peel that off. This is where I really struggle when I cut my nails. So I'm just going to wait for that to go tacky. Right, so just going to stick, should we stick a flower? Or should we stick that one? Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Right, with love. So that is going to go in the middle there, like so. And then, I don't know. I don't actually know if I want... No. I don't know. I'll come back to that idea. Maybe it needs a smaller flower than that. So we are just going to stick this on. Oh, here we go again, Lockie. Right, so I'm going to position this. Let's position it that way so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh. Don't move, don't move. And then just stick that in the middle. Oh dear me. Just going to hold that for a few seconds. Leave that be in the middle. There we go. Is that in the middle? Yep. Okay, sorry about that going out of shot there. I'm just going to hold that there for a second. These are really sturdy boxes. So the last one I made in pink, I gave it to my manager. It was her birthday back in July, and I filled it with her favourite sweets, Murray mints. Obviously jazzed it up, put some tissue paper in just to make it look all nice and pretty. So that is the finished article, which is your gorgeous, 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 gorgeous hat box. I will take the lid off so I can show you. And again, you can take the strips and cover all of this if you don't want to see the workings. Oh, I should really let the bow dry rather than handling it like this. Oh, come on now, be good. And that's the other thing as well, making sure that the ribbon and everything aligns. Which it does. Just about. There we go. Okay guys, so that is the I did want to, like I said, I did want to stick a flower on, but I just think this is too big. Yeah, no, I just think it's too big because this is too small for such a huge flower like this. If I had two tinier ones, maybe, but for now, this is all I have for you. So thank you so much for bearing with me and having the patience to continue watching me as I waffle and put stuff together. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I will try and get this uploaded tonight if I can. But please support my channel, subscribe to my channel, like this if it is something that you are interested in. and hit that notification bell so that you can be informed of any future videos. If you do have any comments, leave them down below and I will get to them as soon as I can. I am usually quite good. I will try and respond as soon as I can. So yeah, thank you so much, and hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Bye.